Hello, motherfuckers, it's me. It's me again, your favorite. Happy Valentine's Day! Because today is Valentine's Day, as everyone knows, it's today. It is today, February 11th. Valentine's Day, yes. It's true. And the thing is, you might think, oh, wasn't it February 14th? It used to be, but now it's today, because I say so. I hope that everybody is having a good hump day. Imagine if Valentine's Day was like, not, like imagine if it wasn't like a dedicated day every year. It was like Thanksgiving where it's like, oh, it's the 4th Thursday of every month. It's like the 2nd Wednesday of every February. That would be nuts. That would be crazy. Oh, fuck, you're right. Oh, shit. I forgot to turn that off. I had that on as like, spam protection. So sorry, everyone. Lamau. So sorry about the sub-only chat. I didn't mean to. Yeah, it was a mistake. I'm so sorry. You do not need to spend money to talk to me. I'm very, very sorry. But hey, you know what? Scuff's what makes it more fun. In fact, speaking of Scuff, while we chat, I'm gonna look for like a little text box that I can pull up or something. Like a simple little thing to put, like, type the inquiries into. I mean, there's definitely some. I just don't know where. I gotta look. But, yeah, I hope everybody is having a good Wednesday, and I hope that everybody is excited for Valentine's Day, the day of love. The day of romance. Before stream, I was just sitting here, like, gathering materials for the cover for the video, because the mix is, like, mostly done. I'd say it's pretty close to being done at this point, so I'm gonna get started on that video after stream. And I wanted to save some time by like taking notes and getting all of the shit that I want to use lined up. So that's good. We're basically good to get started on that, because the idea is still to release it Friday if I can help it. And then obviously if I can't, then we're gonna do it on Saturday instead, on Valentine's proper. But until then, we've got a big ol' stream today. I think I'm gonna record it just in case, because I think it would be fun to record. Because it's like, what if I'm able to make really good content out of this, you know? Who know? Not me. God damn it, do they not have this like separate? I wanna have something like this, but just by itself. What the fuck? What the fuck? Anyway. Has anything exciting been happening for you guys this week? I assume not, because I've been seeing you every day. But today will be very exciting, because today is Race to the Rescue, and I'm gonna answer your fucking inquiries. I will say, I am gonna read a lot of the inquiries that you guys sent in, and I'm gonna say this with all of the love in the world. I'm gonna say this with as much positivity that I have in my heart. I hope nobody takes any offense. A lot of these inquiries are kind of ass. And here's why. I think a lot of people got confused with like my sample prompts, because I put like, as an example, what, like, for the silly, what do you think I should do if I want to romance Wario? And a lot of people kind of took that to mean, oh, we're doing Mario roleplay. And I'm like, that's not what we're doing here, I fear. That is not what we're doing today. There's a lot of people that are asking me about specifically Mario characters, like the Mario universe, and you know, their preferences, and I'm like, I hear you, brother. That wasn't what I was trying to get across. The point wasn't asking about Mario characters. The point was more so like, that's an example of like a bullshit, because the answer is not about Wario necessarily. It's about like, I'm telling you, you need to be smelly. You pick up this, you flirt with this person by being smelly. You know what I mean? Like, that was more so the joke there. But it's okay. It's all right. It happens to the best of us. Just know that when I answer, if that was your inquiry, and I think it's several people, because I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 game, like, Nintendo inquiries that are like that. So I suppose since it's so many, I'd have to say it's my fault. It's definitely on me at that point. But hopefully, you know, the forum is still open. So if you're watching the stream and then it makes you think of something, then feel free to send in an inquiry. That is totally fine with me. I think I have something that I made. Let me see where the fuck my assets are for Reisa to the Rescue. What the hell? Yeah. Okay, let me get this in here then. I'm setting up, you understand? All that looking for nothing. Alright, we need the text box. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Okay. So that looks about right. That's probably where it's gonna be. Or maybe I'll put it over here so that it's not... Because I'm gonna be smaller, you understand. Let's have it be here for now. And then, I'm doing like quick sample text also. And then okay. I think that looks fine for right now. So I'm gonna hide that. Okay, anyways. Yeah, the forum is pinned. The forum is pinned in both chats. Both Twitch and YouTube. So, yeah, I also should probably adjust my audio, but I'll do that in a sec. Let me talk about the schedule for this week. So, wait. I guess it doesn't hit the same since I've got my pigtails out. My big, thick, full fucking head of hair. So, yeah, essentially, we did Chain of Memories on Monday. We did Path of Radiance yesterday. And then today is the Valentine's stream, as stated. And then tomorrow is gonna be Mario Tennis Fever. My parents have my car right now. Because my dad wanted to do something to the, like the headlights. I think he wanted to like change them out or something. So, he will be, well, I guess they have to do it together. But they are gonna be bringing my car to me sometime tomorrow. Presumably the morning. So it should be not interfering with the stream time for Mario, but if it does, I will, I'll update you guys and let you know, like, hey, the Mario Tennis stream is, like, delayed or pushed up. We will see. And then, yeah, Friday will be video release. I'm feeling more confident that I'll be able to get the video out on time, because I'm not doing anything crazy. I think it should be okay. But we're gonna try our best. As I've said a million times, if it doesn't come out on time, then I will push it to Saturday. But honestly, I'd kind of like to try to get a video out, like, from today. Like, if the video, like, if the shit is good today, then you know, I might try to turn that into a video too. We're gonna have to see. But anyway, yeah, I don't know. It is gonna be an English cover of Dream and Choo Choo, just so we're clear also. Just so everybody knows. Okay, hang on. Here we go. Gone. I've got the thingy open. So if you're seeing me look over here, it's because that's where that's the monitor that has the inquiries. So apologies that I don't look very focused. I swear to God, I'm locked in. I'm so locked in. I'm so focused. I'm so ready to help you guys, not be single. I'm very eager to assist. Because as an idol, you sing love songs sometimes. So that means I gotta know something. I was in high school once. I've had a crush once. It wasn't successful, but surely you can learn from my mistakes. But, you know, I don't really have any other big announcements, but I do want to let people have time to roll in before we get officially started. You hit some, you miss some. I don't think you should hit your crush. I don't think that that's the move. Kabedondon, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. I actually have some Valentine's Day art that I was waiting to post for actual Valentine's Day too, but if I'm not done with the video in time, then I'll post it on Friday. But I'm excited, you know? I'm hopefully soon I'll get some more money and then I'll be able to get more art to share with you guys. Some phone wallpapers, perhaps. Yeah, oh, and I've been kind of plugging this lately, but where is this? Hang on. I gotta find the damn, there we go. Are you going to Off-Kai Expo 2026? Do you want to see Reisa Forte as a guest having a meet and greet or some shit? I don't know. Email this address. Here you go, YouTube. You can email this address. You can request me as a guest at Off-Kai Expo today. If you do so, you don't have to tell me, but I'd like to know out of pure curiosity because it would be an ego stroke, and I think that's cool. Because guess what? I'm sure a lot of you aren't going to be stroking anything except for yourselves, so you might as well stroke my ego this weekend for Valentine's Day. If my mom's watching this, I'm very sorry. Sometimes my mommy tunes into my streams, so if that's the case, I'm very sorry, mommy. Forte. It is Reisa Forte. A lot of people mispronounce my name, I fear. A lot of people will say Reisa, and that pisses me the fuck off. So it is Reisa. There are some people that call me Ray for short. So if that helps. And then yeah, Forte is supposed to be like, you know, like, oh, this isn't my forte, blah blah blah, you know, whatever. I feel like, do do VTuber wiki pages have like pronunciation on VTubers pages? Because I feel like that would be helpful for a lot of different people. Because I'm certainly not the only person that gets their name mispronounced all the time. I know there's a lot of people where they might have like very complicated spellings or names. Like I remember when everybody was like very confused about Mori Calliope's name. Because a lot of people were like, oh, Calliope? Calliope? It's like, oh no. So I feel like that would be a nice thing for them to implement if they don't already. Cozy! Hello! Always your Alice, I am Reisa Forte, and today we are going to be doing a Reisa to the Rescue stream. And here, I'll shout you out really fast. Shout out. I hope you've been well. And then little buddy Lee and B2BR, thank you for the follows, I appreciate it. So yeah, today, basically I'm gonna be taking people's inquiries for Valentine's Day. And I'm gonna help you get laid to the best of my ability. I gotta ask very nicely, please don't fucking roleplay in the form. The form is pinned, and it's pinned in both chats, my YouTube and my Twitch. I am multi-streaming. So many people call me Cabe, like rhymes with babe. They don't know. Oh, it's Cabedon, right? Cabedon. But yeah, I put as like sample questions, like, because I'll do serious inquiries and silly inquiries. And the silly one is, what do you think I should do if I want to romance Wario? And then I had a bunch of people send in inquiries that were like, and again, I mean this with all the love in the world, but a lot of people got confused, and so everybody was starting to send in inquiries that were like role-playing Mario shit, asking me like, what do I think exists in the Mario universe? I'm like, this is about helping you get laid. This is about helping you find a partner. I don't give a fuck about, you know, the Mario stuff. Mario stream is tomorrow. Tomorrow, you know what I mean? So I'm like, scram. Get the hell out of here. Also, Koei, thank you for the follow as well. I really appreciate it. But yeah, I'm like, I ask very kindly. Please don't roleplay in the fucking inquiries in the form. I don't want to do it. I'm gonna read your shit. I'll read your shit, but you're not gonna get a good answer. You know? We're gonna bawl. And I will bawl as in I'll shed tears because everybody is so lonely. But hang on, I gotta like mute a channel that I'm in Discord. It's like a PNG channel. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Mario has a girlfriend, but it always seems to me like it's a long-distance relationship and that he has to constantly rescue her. Hey man, Nintendo deconfirmed it. Said they're just pals. Mario and Peach are just pals. That's why in my headcanon, I'm a Peach and Pauline truther, everybody. I think that would be a power move. And frankly, I think they would be very good looking. So, that's too bad. Poor Mario. It's him and the shrooms, dude. I mean, after all, she did reject him at the end of Odyssey. So, I like men. Thank you for sharing. Very cool. Mario x Sonic at the Olympic Games. You know, I know a thing or two about Sonic, but I don't know about that. I don't know about that one. There is that, oh fuck, have you guys seen that gif of Mario and Sonic making out like really sloppily, and like, I think like Sonic is like tearing off Mario's clothes? That shit goes crazy. That shit is nuts. Oh, man. Oh, also, if anybody from Cozy stream and Cozy yourself, if anybody needs to rest, go get food, take a shit, go to sleep, please feel free to do so. We have not started yet. So yeah. I will be recording the stream in case I want to make a video out of it, but I am not super sure that I will. But hang on. I'm gonna bookmark a tweet. Okay. Hello! But yeah, anyway, the forum will be open throughout the entire stream, because we don't have a ton of inquiries. And again, some of them are gonna have a very quick answer, because if I don't have anything to say, if I don't think it's, you know, like, if it's kind of a nothing burger for me, I'm just gonna, I'll acknowledge it, you know, I'll acknowledge you, I will acknowledge it, but I will not do a little bit on it. So, yeah, I'm going to stop this music, and I'm gonna start recording, and then I'm gonna switch to this music. Yay! Okay, and then I need to make myself a little bit smaller. Like this, I think is good. And then where is the... Oh, fuck! Okay. Alright, so this is like... I had this as like a... for sample placement shit. Okay. I think that this is a good, oh, fuck. Wrong thing. Maybe I'll make this like a little bit smaller. Or, like, move it like up here. Okay. I think that that looks fine. Right? It looks okay. So anyway. Yeah, always your Alice, I'm Reisa Forte, and today we are going to help you find a GF. I'm gonna help you find the love of your life by giving some really helpful advice. You guys sent me inquiries, and I'm going to send you some answers back. So, yeah, please note I am not a professional. I am not a matchmaker, and I can't guarantee that any of my advice will help you get a girlfriend. But hey! You already weren't having one, so it's not like it's gonna hurt. Let's get started. Oh my lord! And so it begins. So, I need to, look over here. That was cold. Hey man! I gotta get that YouTuber shit going, you know what I mean? You know, my goal is 5K on every platform by end of the year. So, you know, we gotta get this shit on the road. We gotta get it going, baby. Okay. Let's see here. So, so our first inquiry is, so this is this is not an advice question. This is the very first inquiry that we got. And it is an opinion question about the Mario universe. You're going to see this happen a couple times. All right. Let me type it in and get it ready. All right. I'm sure you guys will be very surprised by this particular inquiry. Do we think Mario gets the cuck chair on Valentine's Day while Peach gets that BBC, Big Bowser cock? She's not getting shit from Bowser either, brother. I am a Princess Peach and Pauline truther. This is a nothing burger. This is not relevant. Next. That's okay, Cookie. You started a trend of a lot of people sending in Mario roleplay questions that are asking me about the universe rather than actual advice. There's a lot of people that ask that, so do not feel bad. And I figure a lot of these are you, Cookie, because they're in very quick succession for some of these in a row. I gotta get this one going here. Fuck, hang on. I admit to nothing. This is the wrong thing that I did. Okay, goes like to there. This is a long one. Oh my lord, okay. Oh. This one is so fucking long. Next. Long-time listener, first-time caller here. I just moved to town after inheriting my grand-uncle's farm and have really hit it off with a couple of the locals. Which character archetype do you think I should ask out this weekend for Valentine's dinner? I'm assuming this is a Stardew Valley thing. I've never played Stardew Valley. I don't know shit about Stardew Valley. And, unfortunately, I also don't care about Stardew Valley. Go for, the emo one. You know the one. What's his name? Sebastian Michaelis? That one? Go for that one. I think that's fine. And then this next question is so serious. This one is serious as fuck. I'm gonna make this a little bit, This is a very serious, real question. A very, very serious one now. How much of loving someone do you think is a choice? I think 25%. Because, like, my parents have been married for a long time. They've been married for almost 30 years. And, I mean, are they, like, a really lovey-dovey couple? No, but I've been told that, like, they were in the beginning. And, you know, it's like you love that person, obviously, but it's like, sometimes, like, life will throw curveballs your way. And it is very easy to just, like, give up or quit or say, like, I don't want to do this anymore. This isn't worth it, blah, blah, blah. And so you have to choose to stick around and tough it out. And I mean, sometimes, like, you know, it's like, sometimes we recognize that people aren't good for us, but we can't leave anyways. And that's why I don't, like, we love that person too much anyway. And I think that's why, like, it's not like a 50-50 in terms of, like, how much of love is a choice. But I do think it has a substantial margin because obviously it's like, everybody's got their own deal breakers. It's not like a universal thing. For some people, they might have a lot of deal breakers. And it's like, you know, if you lose your job, I'm gonna leave, you know? And other people are like, you could cheat on me and I won't leave. You know what I mean? Because choosing to leave and choosing to stay, both of those are inherently choices. So, I'd say like, yeah, like 25%, I think. And then the other 75% is just pure feelings. Because feelings are something that you can't really help. A shockingly serious answer for a shockingly serious question. Anyways. Who is in your ideal Animal Crossing village? Fucking no one. Because I'm not a degenerate. Those are all my children. And you're a sick motherfucker. I bet the person who sent this in wants to fuck Marshall. Not Marshall, what's his name? Raymond. I bet the person who sent this in wants to fuck Raymond. Put him in the maid dress and shit, traded for him on Nookazon, you sick fuck. Disgusting. I would never. Not me. Next. I feel kind of mean with some of these. Okay. Next one. This one is... What's something girls care about that guys wouldn't know? I mean, it varies per person, right? I would say generally, I think something that people don't consider is it's not whether or not you have hair. Excuse me. It's not whether or not you have hair on the top of your head. It's about how you take care of it. Because I know for me, like, there have been times where I've gone to, like, conventions in particular, because I'm thinking about, like, VTuber fans and stuff. There have been times where I've gone to events and stuff, and, you know, you'll see somebody with the potential for really good hair. Like, they've grown their hair out quite long, but then it's, like, glued to their scalp and looks wet because it is so greasy. You know? And that doesn't necessarily mean that that person is dirty. It sometimes means that they do not know how to take care of their hair. Because I'm a person that has pretty thick hair, as you can see. The amount of shampoo that I use is not going to be the same as someone who has thinner hair. Because the more shampoo you need, it will correlate with how much hair you've got, right? So if you have thinner hair, but you're using a shit ton of shampoo, you're less likely to get all of that rinsed out appropriately. And then that means you've got shampoo just sitting on your head while you get out of the shower. And that is going to make your hair greasy. Same thing with, like, not washing out your conditioner or anything like that. Like, if you know how to take care of what you have on your head, you will come off much more attractive to people. I know, for example, there's a lot of girls that are super into bald guys. If you are balding, you know, like, if you have very little hair and you're clinging to the couple strands you've got left, just pluck that shit out. Fucking, you know, wax it, whatever. Bitches love a nice, shiny dome. They really do. Like, you know, there's been, like, I've seen it being, like, not trendy, but, like, popularized, and it's the concept of, like, being a girl and having a bald dad, because if you have a bald dad, that apparently means that you're gonna be spoiled to hell. And it's like, hey, guess what? Those bald dudes, they're having kids, which means guess what? They're fucking. So, you might think, oh god, girls aren't gonna like me if I'm bald. I swear to God, be bald. It will work out for you. It will be totally fine. So, yeah, hair. Next question. Next caller. Oh God. I hope that all the next inquiries are not like this. We can't have this be the entire stream. I'm so serious. I am so serious. You people are sick. Who do you think is the most sleeper freak Nintendo character? Someone who is Bruce Wayne in the streets but Batman in the sheets. Yo mama, next. Oh God, real answer? Birdo. Serious question now. What's the best way to ask a close sorry. What's the best way to ask a close friend out without ruining the friendship? So here's the real here's the gag here, folks. You will ruin the friendship no matter what. It might turn into a relationship instead, but you're going to ruin the friend. It will not be the same. It will never be the same. And you have to decide whether or not you're okay with that. You know, like, realistically, there were times when I was like in middle school, high school, where I'd have a crush on a friend, right? And then guess what? I mean, I'd confess, and guess what? We're not friends anymore. Because they didn't feel the same way. And it's like, that sounds really harsh. I'm sure there are instances where it works out, but I would say the vast majority of the time, if you ask a close friend out, there's literally one of two things that's gonna happen. Either A, they're gonna feel the same way and they're gonna accept your proposal and you're gonna go on a date and it'll be cool. Or B, they're gonna be like, oh, I'm so sorry, oh my God, I don't feel the same way. And then that person is going to, your crush is going to feel guilty. That's just how that works. And, you know, it really depends on the person, but sometimes it's like people can feel like, you know, oh my God, you know, were they only my friend because they had a crush on me and they, you know, like, you know, were they trying to nice guy their way into my pants? Do they respect me as a person, or do they just think I'm hot? Or it's just like, oh my God, this person's liked me so long and I don't feel the same way. You know, I feel like I should because I don't want to hurt their feelings. It's just a very messy thing. So it's like the factors you got to think about before asking out a close friend are like, you know, how long have you known this person? How close are you to this person? What is their relationship history? Do you know what their type is? Because if you, like, in my opinion, never confess to somebody unless you think there's a chance. If, let's say, for example, you know, your crush is into, like, really, like, nerdy esports dudes, you know, and they wear glasses and they're kind of, you know, shy, but they're really cocky when they play games. And then if you are like a big football player, have a bunch of friends, you know, you want to go out all the time and this girl might want to stay in, it's very unlikely she's going to be into you because you'd be into a bunch of shit that she doesn't want to do. You know what I mean? So if it's a situation where you think that your crush is gonna say yes, then unfortunately I can't give a solid answer to this because every friendship is different. I mean, because my default thought would be like, haha, what if we dated unless? But guess what? That's like a huge turnoff to a lot of people. That like sets off alarm bells and stresses people out. So I don't really have a good answer for this, but it's less about how, like, what's the best way to ask out a close friend, and it's more about consider what would happen if this person says no. That's really what you got to think about here. It's less about how you do it and more about, are you going to be okay with whatever the result is. I kind of feel like once you start having feelings, the friendship is pretty much, yeah, honestly, that's kind of like a really insightful commentary to have on this. Cause yeah, it's just like, your goals in the relationship are different now. If that makes sense. Like when you're just friends with somebody, you both are on the same page of like, oh, we're just buds, we're chilling. But once one of you develops feelings, then you guys are not aligned. You know, like it'll be different because if you continue to be friends afterwards, your crush will know in the back of their mind, oh, this person wants to fuck me. And that will not go away. It just won't. Unless you end up dating somebody else, that feeling is not gonna go away. Oh, and key little side note here. If your friend is already in a relationship, do not ever confess to them. They do not feel the same way. If they did, they would not be dating their partner. Don't ever do that shit. Bad. Naughty. Don't do it. Next question. Oh, Jesus. Is Daisy into tall guys? No. One of my ex-friends confessed to my other friend a week after her engagement. We didn't talk to him again after that. Oh, Jesus. I mean, that's like the worst thing that you could do. Yeah. Actually, the worst thing that you could do is confess your feelings the night before that friend's wedding. That is the worst time to confess your feelings. If that person's setting up to get married, then whatever. I'm not sure who Daisy is. They're talking about Daisy from Mario. This was a person that was trying to do a little roleplay thing, I think. I'm like, y'all, the fuck do you... What? I mean, again, I mean zero disrespect. This is all anonymous. If you sent in this question, please don't feel bad. Please do not, please don't feel bad about this. What answer am I supposed to say for this? Is Daisy into talking? What am I supposed to say to that? Like, obviously she's with Luigi. Like, they've got all this shit going on. It's like, damn, why don't you go ask her? I don't know. Worst is confessing when they ask for objections. I don't think that really happens. I don't think that ever happens. Luigi is taller than Mario, but what does that have to do with anything? Daisy's never been paired with Mario. He's never been in the conversation. Who gives a fuck about Mario? He's a little beta cuck. He's a stupid little chudling. Okay. Okay, a serious question now. From the perspective of a woman, how much are walking dates loved in comparison to the typical lunch or dinner date? On God, I wouldn't even say that a lunch date is like common. I mean, as far as I know, like the most common shit that you do is like, yeah, like a dinner date or like I know a lot of people for like a first date, they do coffee, I think. I mean, the movies. Usually like some kind of activity is the thing. I think that a walking date is some chicks might be really into that. I think others would be more cautious of that, just because it's like, where are you walking to? Like, do you know this person very well? Because let's say you met on a dating app and this is like your first time meeting in person. Excuse me. Let's say you met on a dating app and it's your first time meeting in person, and you're a woman, and the other person proposes that you guys go on a walking date for your first ever date, the first time you meet up. If it was me, I would feel very unsafe. Because like, unless it's in broad daylight, then sure, fine. But if it's like sunset, nighttime, I would feel a little uncomfortable, because there's no activity to like break up your conversation. Like, well, walking is an activity. Y'all, you are just, it's you and the other person, and you're just walking somewhere. And it's like, where are you walking to? Is this an area that you're familiar with? Do you know this person? There's too many horror stories of like really weird people. So I would say, like, I would assume that most people would be more down for something that's like an activity. Like, I think, yeah, like going bowling, going to a movie, even eating dinner. It's like, at least you're like eating food. You know, what, and then like even other things, like maybe, you know, if you're both really athletic, going to the gym together. If you are really artsy, then like going to like a painting class or something, or going to a museum. Like, those things I think are a little bit more they're generally considered, I think, a bit more safe. Because also, if you're going walking with someone and you don't really hit it off, then it's like, okay, well, we gotta walk all the way back. It's so awkward. So yeah, I would say perhaps have the walking date be like date number 3, when you like ask someone to like be official. Do we ask the girl for suggestions? Some girls like to take the lead. Some girls don't. I would say generally, like, stick to the absolute basics. You know, again, a movie, dinner, museum. I would say those are the 3 most basic date ideas that come to mind, because if we feel safe with what's familiar, right? So I just think probably better off sticking to just like the most bland date ideas, because let's face it, if you're getting to know somebody, you don't have to knock somebody's socks off with like a crazy unique date idea. And even still, it's like, you don't want to set yourself up for like disappointment, where it's like, if you set the bar really high very early on, how are you expecting to like top it? It's like, you know what I mean? It's like, if a girl cares a shit ton about like if you're talking to a girl that cares a shit ton about like a really over the top date, you can imagine she's gonna want a really over the top proposal and a really over the top wedding. And if you're not into doing that, then it's not a match to begin with. So yeah, that's my opinion, at least. I am not an expert. All right, now we're back to the bullshit. Another question, again, no disrespect, but it's another question that I'm like, why would you ask this? That sounds so mean. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It just is like, what do I say to them? Do you think female Goombas are rare, or is it just certain ones that stick out? I don't know. I don't live in the Mushroom Kingdom. Can't tell you. I don't know. Let me do this here. Hello, welcome. Okay, this is another kind of silly one, but it's got some it's got some substance for me. I'm gonna snooze this ad. I'm gonna snooze ads as much as I can, guys. All right. Here's a good one. Which fictional character's Riz should I emulate to find love? I can tell you who not to emulate. I think that's an easier thing to answer. Do not be a fucking edgelord. Do not be Sasuke. Do not be Shadow the Hedgehog. You might think, ooh, I'm gonna come off as like a really cool, mysterious guy. It is off-putting. You will never come off as cool as you think you will, okay? It is much better to be yourself, and if you can't be yourself, be friendly, be warm, be kind. That will work so much fucking better, okay? Because at the end of the day, if you're looking for a GF specifically, women like to feel safe. They only like to feel unsafe in specific situations that are more roleplay based, where they are with a person they already know is safe. Car just honked. Maybe they don't agree with me. Anyways, do not do that shit. Do not sit there and act as though you're Cloud Strife. You are not. Actually, real quick, real tea. There was a guy that I was like at Offkai. I'm not gonna name names. There was a guy at Offkai, and he was at like a party that I went to, and he had this shtick going the whole time. He was like that at the arcade. He was like that at the party. Just like standing off to himself, just aura farming, not speaking to anybody, literally just standing there like. And I'm not talking about like in a like, oh, socially anxious way. I'm saying he was like posing. Like in a way where you could tell he wanted someone to come up to him and ask him like about shit. For me, I was like, ooh, I like your fit, but it was really embarrassing. God, it was so, I'm like, oh my God. I mean, I sure as fuck didn't go and talk to him. And frankly, I thought I looked real good. I had my boobies out and everything. But alas, I was like, I don't even want to be your friend. I mean, oh, it was so bad. It was so bad. Okay. All right. Let me see here. This is a really long one. Just a fair warning. Okay, this is extremely long. Okay, I can like finagle this a little bit more. Sorry, y'all, I gotta like navigate this a little more. Okay, this is, fuck. God damn it. I'm like, you think you land it, and then it's like, oh, actually, I could do this a little different. Oh my God. Oh my God. There we go. Got it. Got it. Okay. Serious time. I'm not sure if I should get a serious or a silly card for my Valentine. We joke around a lot, but I want her to know that I seriously love her. Are serious Valentine's Day cards too serious, or are the silly ones not serious enough? Brother, go to the store. Just go to like a Hallmark, a Walgreens, anywhere, fucking Barnes and Noble, I don't know, just go somewhere and look at the cards. Because you're gonna find some that might be extremely serious in a way where it seems like it was written for a couple that's been together for 65 years. Or you're gonna find shit that's like, you know, you're the poop to my pee. You know? Like, there's a range, like, I don't think that there's such a thing as a Valentine's Day card that's too serious, you know what I mean? But I would say, like, get something that's more legit, you know? Like, I personally wouldn't go for a super silly, funny, haha card, you know? Like, unless you guys have, like, an inside joke and you see a card that's, like, perfect for that, I'd be like, like, just go for something, like, classy for Valentine's Day, I think. That's what I think, personally. Go for something classier, but you don't need to have it be, like, Edgar Allan Poe type shit, you know what I mean? So, just, serious is fine. It's fine. Too serious is, like, extremely long and poetic. Yeah, I'm like, you know, it really depends on what you're looking at in terms of a serious card, and it depends on what you're looking at in terms of a silly card. Like, again, if you saw a Valentine's Day card and it was like, if you were a turd, I wouldn't flush you. Like, don't get that one. And then if you see something that's a fucking essay, don't get that one either. Perfect card. Dude, I'm so serious. Do not. Did you? Yeah, I did just come up with that, yeah. I freestyled that one, I fear. Get a card that's an essay about them being a turd that you won't flush. True, actually. Go into real detail. Talk about, like, the texture of the fecal matter, the color. Take a picture for your doctor. You know, collect the stool sample. Real good. Real good. Speaking of chocolate... I'm alone. Which flavor chocolate do I start with in this chocolate box I bought myself? It was $30. What the? I don't know what fucking flavors are in the box. How can I give you a recommendation if I don't know what's in the box? Caller, call in again and give more detail, because I can't. We can't assume that caramel's in there. We can't assume. What if this guy got a box that was half milk, half dark? You know what I mean? How are we supposed to know? I'm like, if there's no caramel in the box, I'm not into caramel. I'm a milk chocolate girly. I'm very plain. I only like milk chocolate. I don't like other chocolates. So, you know, I mean, I have no idea. I mean, what brand is it, you know? I mean, we don't have any of the details. We don't know. Yeah, I don't like it either, because it's like, I don't like chewy stuff. I don't like when stuff gets stuck in my teeth. I don't like sticky. I'm not into that. It's nice in theory, but I just get too, it's like a sensory nightmare. It it's too much for me. It's like if I wanted to chew gum, I would. And at least gum doesn't break up. Anyway. I'm on my last snooze, everyone. Y'all don't understand the joy of pure sugar. Well, get this, 64-bit robot. When I was a child, my mother let me have both powdered and granulated sugar straight out of a bowl with a spoon. With a spoon, yeah. I wouldn't, I would just have sugar as a snack. So trust me, I understand the joy of pure sugar. I think I might understand it a bit more than you do, genius. Next question. Should I smash my crush with my heart? Do you guys know what the fuck this means? Because I don't know what this guy's talking about. What the... Buddy, I don't think I can help you. I'm gonna just default and say no. Don't smash a person. I don't think you should do this. Leave your crush unharmed. Leave that person alone. And consult a cardiologist, perhaps. Help? Nurse? Nurse? Okay. We got another long one, folks. I gotta... Well, why would you pass on your crush? That doesn't make any sense either. Alright. Let me mess with this a little bit more. There we go, got it. Okay. Reisa, please help. Okay, I will help you. How do I tell if my doctor is into me? He's always so attentive and asks about my day, how my job is going, stares deep into my eyes and smiles. Is he just in customer service mode and I'm Delulu, or... I think you should get a different doctor. Because my doctor, almost made me cry when she told me that I'm very out of shape and that I need to be taking vitamin D. You know? I think that you're getting too distracted and you're not taking care of your health. I think this guy's just being real nice. I think he's being really friendly and just wants to see you get better. I think you might be Delulu, pal. I don't think that's gonna work. He's probably checking if you have, you know, he's looking into your eyes, looking for cataracts, and then he smiles when he doesn't see them. But clearly, you are blind to reality. Next question. Holy fuck, we have another long one, everybody. Oh my god. You guys are giving me your fucking life stories in these. I recently moved to a new town. It's relatively small compared to the last few cities I've lived in. So I need to try the local cuisine, but there just isn't that much around. I almost feel like I'd have the best luck at a bar or pub, but that isn't exactly my scene. So where is all the tasty food? What the fuck does this have to do with getting a date? This is the Valentine's Day episode, pal. Who gives a fuck? Order DoorDash. Try again next week. Next question. Oh, Jesus. I think it would be cool to date a VTuber, but I don't know how to go about that. Where would I get started? Come here for a second. You don't. You... Crazy question asking me to... I'm not gonna act like I don't get it. A lot of VTubers do GFE or BFE. And so, you know, it's not a crazy concept to, like, you know, develop a crush on a niche internet celebrity. I think that happens pretty often. But here's the thing. You gotta remember that these people are doing it on purpose. So, like, it's not inherently terrible to develop a crush on an anime character that you like. But, like, they're not gonna fuck you, dude. They don't know who the hell you are. They don't... It's so much easier for a VTuber fan to know the VTuber than for the VTuber to know the VTuber fan. You know what I mean? It's like, it's just, I develop a crush on like 90% of the people I meet, but that's not because I like them. That's because my brain is just dumb. Crushes fade. It's like, hang on. Get them to know use that stuff. I think what's very important to keep in mind is that you are developing feelings for what somebody puts out online. I would say that I'm somebody that's pretty myself a lot of the time, but there's still a whole Reisa Forte that's completely offline. You don't know my family. You don't know my friends. You don't know my life story. You look at an anime character and you're like, damn, I think she's funny and I like that design. I guess I gotta marry her. But I don't know you. And that's how it is for everybody. We don't know you. Reisa Forte could be evil offline. So true. There's another side of Reisa we don't know. I mean, what if I don't look like this? What if I don't look like this? Because I'm gonna let you in on a little secret too. A lot of VTubers look nothing like their models. A lot of people, how do I say this really nicely? How do I say this really, really nicely? There are some people that you think look really like they must be really put together, but you know how like the stereotypical fucking anime loser nerd looks? It's just like a sweaty, gross, greasy a lot of VTubers look like that. Not all of them. Not all of them. But your Oshi might not look how you think they look. And would that ruin it for you? Because if so, you don't actually have feelings for that person. You just want a fucking anime character. And that's why you will never date one. You will never date a VTuber unless this person, like, if dating a VTuber is not something that you plan, it is something that happens to you because you fall in love with a person and then they tell you, oh, by the way, I also do this. That's not how that works. You can't just become a VTuber and assume that you're going to be friends with somebody or assume that you're going to fuck someone, because that's not how that works. And if you find someone that does want to play those types of games, you're in for a real experience, because that person might not have the best motives either. So don't worry, you're not gonna date a VTuber. You're safe. I feel like I came off really mean in that one, but I really want to discourage people from having that mindset, because, like, I know for me, I don't do anything GFE. I don't do anything like that. That's not my goal or motive. And you know, you could argue that, like, that hinders my growth, because a lot of people who, like, a lot of VTuber fans do enjoy GFE, BFE type stuff, but it's just like, it's a very slippery slope. A lot of people get stalked. Y'all ever see Perfect Blue? It can be scary, you know? As someone who, like, I'm not a famous VTuber, but I've been stalked at conventions. I have been sought out. I have had people make group chats and report what plane I'm on. Like, that is disturbing. And so I don't want anybody to think, oh, I'm gonna go and seek out a VTuber to date, because that's just not how it works. And if you're looking for a specific type of person in that way, to me it's the same thing as, like, I'm gonna date a CEO. You don't know anything about that person except for what they do for work. You know what I mean? Like, if you're watching some CEO, it's like saying you want to fucking date Todd Howard. You don't know Todd Howard. You know how he presents Skyrim on stage, but you don't know his sense of humor. You don't know what he's like. You know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to say. It's like, I don't know. I just think that's a question that is very important to me, because I think it's very important to spread awareness, because it really is scary. I think that a lot of people forget, you know, that Christina Grimmie was shot and killed at an event. You know, people think, oh, VTubers are so niche, but YouTubers as a whole were very niche many years ago, and now they're not. So that's you know, that's how I feel. And as someone with big goals, and as somebody who really wants to grow, it's like, I take my internet safety really seriously. You know, I want to be able to, like, reach new heights without too much fear about people trying to find out, you know, which restroom I used at Offkai. You know what I mean? I can't believe I don't know anything about the guy that sells you on lies about Skyrim. The Elder Scrolls 6 is in development. Until it isn't. Okay. Extreme Ross, thank you so much for the 2 gifted subs. I really appreciate it. It's very kind of you. Let's move on to more lighthearted questions. Officer, please. I'm curious to know what VTuber that person was even talking about, because surely it can't be me. Surely it can't be me. Next question. Do you think playing visual novels is good practice for finding a partner? Yes. I've not considered it before, but yes. I actually think it would be good practice. I think that it allows you to explore social situations without actual consequence, you know? I think that that is a pretty healthy way to kind of explore your flirting style. And I think it's important to also identify what's important to you or what you find attractive in a partner. And, you know, visual novels, dating sims can kind of boil it down to the basics. Because there's very, like, typical archetypes, right? There's, like, the tsundere, there's the very nice person, you know, whatever. And so I think, right, I agree with you. Yes. Yes. But I still think even like a shitty visual novel, it can still kind of help you think about, okay, I like this quality or I like this quality, because some people don't really know what they're into. Cause like if you're into like the tsundere characters, you're probably not actually into tsundere people, but you might be into getting your balls stepped on in the bedroom. And that's okay to learn about. That's okay to discover about yourself, because that means you gotta find a partner that's okay with doing that. Because I'm sure a lot of people aren't. Well, I honestly, it's not really something I discuss with people. Maybe it's more popular than I would assume. It helps in regard to the decisions you make while playing it. Yeah. I mean, isn't that more yandere? No. No, because yandere is more like, I'll step on other people's balls for you. Tsundere, I think, would be more like, you know, they like bully you. Also, reading comprehension is a good skill in general. True. True. Why'd she out those people? True. And the more reading you do, the better you get at that in theory. I mean, let me put it to you like this. I think it is better to get your practice via a visual novel than on VR chat. How about that? I think that it's a much better alternative to what I know other people are doing now. You know, if you need to learn about yourself, and you're gonna do it via a game or some kind of interactive media, don't involve other people. You know, I think that that's for the best. So, you know, if your options are limited, I would much rather you play a visual novel than try to flirt with people on VR chat. Okay, let me see. Next. So we have a serial killer here asking this because they capitalized every letter, or every, you know, first letter of every word. Is a coffee date recommended for the first date? Generally, yes. I've heard of that being a very common thing. I don't really have much more beyond that for you. I just know people do it. Next question. Oh my god, it's a long one. Okay. I actually was able to get that together pretty quickly. My parents keep asking me when I'm going to give them grandchildren, but that's not on the table. How do I break it to them that I'm terminally single? So this depends on a few things. First of all, how old are you? Because if you're like 20, remind your parents that you're very young, even if you're not interested in having kids. Just tell them, hey man, I'm too young to be thinking about that right now. But then if you're like 32 and you do want kids, then that's a little bit more complicated. I mean, yeah, it's like, do you even want kids? Because if you don't want kids at all, then you being single has nothing to do with it. But if you do want kids, assuming that you're a well-adjusted adult, you could always adopt. Like, you can be a single person and adopt a child. You can still do that if you really want kids. So this is a complicated question. Next. So, next question. VTuber Simp, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. I hope this helps. Our next question. Should I make eggs and sausage or eggs and bacon to try and woo my preferred girl? I have a lot of questions. So, firstly, is this girl staying at your place and you're gonna make her breakfast? Because under what circumstances, like, what other time are you making breakfast for her? Why specifically eggs? And also, why can't you just have like sausage and bacon? Like, why do you have to choose one? Why not have everything? And then also, just call her your crush. The fuck you mean preferred girl? This reminds me of when I was in high school and I was a guy's third choice to prom. I guess you could say I wasn't his preferred girl. But what? Just don't use the term preferred girl. But like, what? Sausages and bacon in this economy? Hey man, if you want to impress, you gotta get both. I don't know. I think you should do both. But also ask her what she likes. That would be easy also. I would go with bacon because it's more likely sausage will give them indigestion. How would you know that though? Nobody knows. People get sausage on pizza. You know? I don't know. Damn. Next question. At what point after V-Day does it just become a normal date and not a Valentine's date? A week after? Can it be in March? These are some bizarre questions, TBH. They're submitted by you people. You people fucking turned in these questions. I'm sick to my stomach. I'm trying the best I can. Anyways, how could you have a fucking Valentine's Day date in March? I think that it has to be Valentine's Day to be a Valentine's date. I don't think that it would count after that. That does not make sense to me. Hope that helps. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we got an update to the question where somebody was asking about local cuisine. The food was supposed to mean the girls in town. That person that wanted to know um, about, you know, I recently moved to town. They wanted to know, you know, I need to try the local cuisine. They were talking about women. And then said that there isn't that much on the menu. So let me pull that question back up here. Let's get this motherfucker back in here. It was a long one. This fuck-ass question. So, so this person said that the local cuisine was supposed to mean girls in town. So I mean this with all the love and respect in the world. Perhaps there isn't much around because you're kind of equating women to, like, a tasty treat. This reads to me as, I don't know if I'm just, like, in a foul mood, like, if I'm just all bitchy from the fucking VTuber question earlier or what, but, it does not read as that respectful to women because, yes! Thank you, that's exactly what I'm trying to say. Like, here's the thing, man. Where's all the hot ladies, you know? Where's all the tasty food? Like, just go on fucking Tinder. Like, go on dating apps like everybody else. The way that they did it before dating apps, before COVID and everything, people did go to bars. People met at work. People had hobbies and they met through that. So, like, if you don't want to do those things, you're gonna have to go on a dating app and you're gonna have to ask yourself what, like, I don't even know if you should go to a bar because I worry about how you're gonna try to pick up women. Obviously, listen, looks are important. It's important to be attracted to the person that you want to date, obviously. But, like, have you, let's go with the food analogy. Have you eaten the food? Or are you just saying, this food doesn't look that tasty, so I'm not going to try it? You know what I mean? Like, what restaurants are you going to? What type of cuisine are you going for? Because, like, I'm sure you're gonna be fine at McDonald's. You know? So I'm very sorry. Because this was listed as a serious question. This was listed as a serious question. But I gotta be honest with you, pal. It's like, I can't solve this problem for you. Like, you know the cliche of the less attractive woman being better than the one who is constantly thirsted after? It's not even that. Okay. I think everybody who wants love is deserving of love. Assuming that they are also willing to give love. It doesn't matter how hot you are. It doesn't matter how smart you are or how much money you make. If you want to love and to be loved, then you deserve to experience that. But it's all about respect, you know? And I just am like, you know, if I'm, you know, continuing on with the assumption, based on what this person said, that local cuisine was supposed to mean girls in town. Tasty food has to mean hot girls. And I gotta be honest with you, Chief. I don't know of any person who's into like wanting a serious romantic relationship and having their first thought be, are they hot? That's a sign of somebody just looking to hook up or have sex. And if that's what you want to do, fine. I'm not gonna call you a loser for that. A lot of people do want to have sex, and a lot of people are cool with hooking up. But you just go on fucking Tinder for that. You know what I mean? If you mean tasty food in terms of like, you know, finding your match, then like indulge in your hobbies. Download other dating apps that aren't necessarily so hookup focused. Put yourself out there more. You know, like be active in your community. I otherwise don't have any advice for you. That's all there is to it. That's really all you can do. So again, I hope I didn't come off too hostile, but I also just want to be super clear that it's like that in terms of a serious question, I'm gonna give you my serious answer. That's my actual opinion. If what you care about is a girl being hot, then don't get involved in your community. Literally just download Tinder and say, hey, I'm just looking to fuck, and you might find someone that's interested in fucking you. Otherwise, when in doubt, hire a prostitute. Next question. Oh, good. Also listed as a serious question. Chat, I don't know if this is a mistake. I don't know if this was a mistake or if it was intentional, but this person marked this as a serious question, asking for a serious response. Suggestions on how to get with a slut, even as a one-night stand. If this is meant to be a joke question, I say, get on their slut level. Be just as slutty. If this is a serious question, you have a fucking porn addiction. Like, why the fuck would you ask? Like, if this is a serious actual question, I mean, I want to be nice to my audience. I don't want to be hostile. I want to grow. I want you guys to stick around, but it's like, holy shit, do you like women or do you just want to get your cock wet? Like, is this like rage bait? Like, same response I gave to the last guy. Pay for a prostitute. Wow. I mean, there are a lot of girls that are like super into one night stands and being quote unquote slutty, whatever. But, this feels predatory. I don't like this question. I think that you gotta sit down with yourself for a minute. God bless you. And then we've got one more inquiry. This looks like it is our last one. This is a much more wholesome question. Honestly, I don't know how you keep your sanity with all this, Reisa. Praying for a sanity recovery question. Really, I mean, I just feel disappointed. I feel disappointed that some of my fortissimos feel this way. That's all. Because it's one thing to ask these things and mark it as a like silly question. I would never be offended by that if it's a silly question. But if you mark it as serious, I'm like, well, It doesn't feel respectful. So it's anonymous. I can't go after anybody, but just know, I would have probably banned that person because, it just is not the energy that I'm trying to get out with my streams. Like, it makes me think, what do you guys think of me then? If you're asking me questions like this. Because I'm not a sexual VTuber. Do I make inappropriate jokes sometimes? Yes, but I don't do anything lewd. I don't have any pornographic artwork. I don't do that stuff. I'm not a lewd tuber. So it just really makes me worry, like, do you know what you're watching? But anyways, last question. Double-seated bicycle. Cute or nah? Cute. But only if there's a basket. If you look like if you're dressed like you're gonna do like long distance biking, not really cute. That's a little, you know, I don't think it's very romantic to be looking like you're gonna do an Olympic sport. But I think if you have like a little basket, if you're riding a double-seated bicycle with a basket and it's springtime and, you know, trees are dropping flower petals and whatever, it's very cute. I think that's a very cute little thing to do. I would never do it because I forgot how to ride a bike. But, cute in theory. I would do it if there were like training wheels. I fell off of, like, when I was little, I knew how to ride a bike, but I had like a really intense fall off. We lived like on like an incline for a cul-de-sac, and I was in the cul-de-sac and I was going down back to my house, but it was really steep and I was going really, really fast and I was trying to brake, but it was too, it wasn't gradual enough, and so I flipped over my handlebars and got all scraped up and it really hurt, and I was like 6 and that traumatized me, and I was like, I'm not riding a bike again. So, I would not do this, but... Oh, we got a new inquiry from my pal Joe. My buddy Joe, happy 1 year. Happy 1 year, my friend. Let's take a look at Joe's inquiry. Our only not anonymous inquiry. You're not gonna like my answer, Joe. If I changed my name to Ike, how many minutes before I get all the ladies? 0. Because Ike is gay. Ike's kind of got a thing with Soren going on there. I get the vibe that Princess Alencia is interested, but he's sure as fuck not interested in her. So, that's too bad. That is too bad, my friend. You did not roll correctly. Because I know you are not interested in Soren. So, alas. But, nah, it looks like, Mike and Ike's, ooh, true. True. Well, I mean, we like Ike, you know. But that looks like that is, that is technically our last inquiry. You're into Shinon? He's racist. Anyways. Okay. That, we don't have anything else in the form. So I'm gonna open that motherfucker and close it. Speak now or forever hold your peace. All done. I just know he's good with a bow and has a ponytail. Well, he's not in my party right now. He left us. He's gone. He went to go work for other people. But, that's, That's all she wrote for this episode of Raisa to the Rescue. Thank you very much for your inquiries, everybody. I hope that this helped you secure a GF or BF. And I'll see you later. Always your Alice, I'm Reisa Forte, and this has been Raisa to the Rescue. Bye-bye. I should redo that, hang on. Always your Alice, this has been Reisa Forte, and Reisa was here to rescue you. Okay. Holy shit, my internet is like resetting right now. There we go, it's fine. Oh my god. Thank you guys for your participation. I appreciate it. I don't know if it's gonna turn into an actual video, but we will see. You forgot to say like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell. I never say that. I should, but I never say that. Because people don't do it anyway. Oh no, I'm not done. I'm not like done right now. I just I was done with the recording. The event is over. I will be ending soon. Because I have to get back to work on the dumbass cover. But anyways. I have some mucus, hang on. Okay. Again, I'm really sorry for having some bad energy for some of these inquiries. I just really was caught off guard with some of this. Hopefully, some of the questionable inquiries were maybe done by people that aren't regulars or something. We'll have to find out if, you know, who drops off after this stream, I suppose. But, yeah. I still think it was a good stream. This was interesting and a little bizarre for my first time. Oh, yeah, I'm sure. I don't do this normally. This is my Valentine's Day event, so whatever. They probably really need to hear it, yeah. Could be a couple Twitter randos. Perhaps. I don't know. But, I just know, you know, I want to help people be realistic. You know, wild stream. Yeah. Again, this is not what I normally do. This was specifically my Valentine's Day stream, and I'll show you why. Ta-da! So, this is my schedule. Yesterday we did Path of Radiance. The day before that we did Chain of Memories. Today was the Valentine's Day stream. I would have done it tomorrow, but tomorrow we have Mario Tennis Fever coming out. And it looks like it might be a decent tennis game for once. So, I want to give it a shot. And then Friday, I want to release the cover, the English cover of Dream and Choo Choo. The plan is for that to come out on Friday, but I specifically have it scheduled for Friday because if I find that I need a little bit extra time, then it will come out on Saturday the 14th, which means it wouldn't be late. Even if it comes out a day after it was meant to, it would still be on time. So that's why I have the schedule the way that it is, because I have to do the whole video. I literally haven't started it yet. I've collected materials and done my outline, but I haven't opened fucking Premiere yet. So lol. But yeah, hopefully it will be done for Friday and it'll be all chill. Mario Sports Mix 2 shall come another day. I don't give a fuck about Mario Sports Mix. I want fucking Super Sluggers too. I want Mario Baseball to come back, bro. Christ almighty. I don't know. But yeah, also, heads up, it is possible that Mario Tennis will be at a different time. The plan is for everything to be at 7 p.m. CST this week, but it's possible that it will be earlier or later, just because my parents have to drop off my car. My dad has had it for a while. He has like changed out the light bulbs or something in the headlights, and so whatever. So I need to have my car back. So, you know, if they want to do it at night, then I don't want to stream at night. Last I heard it was gonna happen in the morning, so it shouldn't interfere with stream at all. But yeah. Otherwise, that's the schedule for this week. I hope that you guys will join me tomorrow, and I hope that even more of you will show up to the motherfucking cover premiere. I don't think I'm gonna have like a premiere page for the cover, because I'd rather you guys actually leave a comment on the video than be active in a premiere chat. But I will say also, it is extremely helpful when you like do all that dumb shit that all the YouTubers tell you to do, to like, comment, subscribe on the for the cover, because that helps tell algorithms that you like the video, like you enjoyed it, and then it'll show it to other people who might enjoy it. So it would be super helpful, because yeah, my goal for this year is to reach 5K on all of my main platforms, which is Twitter, Twitch, YouTube. We're closest here on Twitch. We are 10 followers away from 3,500, which is really fucking cool. So hopefully we'll get there by the end of the year. And your support on the cover would really help. So, especially because it's taking a lot of fucking work. It's taking a lot of work. But yeah, I don't really have anything else for you. Let me see who is on tonight that we can go bother. Ooh, perfect. She's not been going on very long. Okay. I have our raid picked out. Let me plug my socials really quick. Whoops. Okay. So, for my Twitch people, please consider checking me out on your favorite platforms and join the Discord server. Because the more people we get in there, the sooner we can do community nights again. Because we just don't have enough people for a lot of community night stuff. So, yeah, consider joining. It would be very poggers and cool, and it costs you $0 to support me by subscribing on YouTube, joining the Discord, following me on Twitter and Twitch, whatever you gotta do. Okay, I will start the raid soon, but I hope to see you guys tomorrow. Okay, until then, please take care of yourselves, rest up, eat dinner if you haven't, take a shower, do whatever you need to do, and yeah, I'll see you later. Bye bye. Oteresa, I love y'all. Bye bye.